Welcome, respected friends. Salutations. Let me appreciate and admire you for this best choice you have adopted among all the thousands of choices that are available at this time. The best choice of studying the Brahma Vidya. Real congratulations. Suggestion is just keep it up till the thing that has to happen happens. And as it is helping me too in my Manana Chintana, and you are the reason for it, so I have to extend my gratitudes as the duty. Let all of us pray to the Lord, to the Guru Parampara, to bless us with all the required richnesses to succeed in this endeavor with minimum obstacles, difficulties. The 12 Vyaktitvas of us which we have to develop, strengthen daily. Loka Seva, Dharma Sthapana, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Prerana, Prayatna, Shanta. Our 12 blessings, 6 blessings are from the Devata Ganas, from the Guru Ganas, from the Shruti Ganas, and Jagan Mata, Jagat Pita, Jagat Adhisthana. These are the 6. The Jagat Pita is Ishvara Paramatma, Jagan Mata is Adi Parashakti, Jagat Adhisthana is Parabrahma. How to contact them, invoke their Kripa is being discussed almost every day in every class, something or the other. So gathering all of that, when we tune and get what we need from them, and with that do what we are supposed to do, then we get what we want to get. Welcome. The most beautiful Shwethashwathara Upanishad Adhyanam is going on. Sambandha Bhashyam we are seeing of the first chapter among the 6 chapters. In fact, though it is Sambandha Bhashyam, in that we can feel happy to say that we are studying lots of Upanishads, lots of Smriti Granthas, lots of Puranas. And the beauty of it is, among these Purana, etc., without going into the details, the essential things we are studying. The entire Puranic literature, with all its details, is woven around a particular theme. That theme itself is told to us without any details. That's the beauty of this Sambandha Bhashya. तो क्यों विष्णु धर्म पुराण पढ़ना चाहिए? सर्व तत्व के लिए कहाँ लिखा है वो? इधर वही पोर्शन में. So that Vishnu Dharma Purana may be having 8,000, 6,000 shlokas. We need not study all of them. These 8 shlokas you study the essence. So to the Vishnu Purana, so to the Linga Purana. That way we are specially blessed by the kindness of Bhagavan Adi Shankara, that he is substantiating his thought, he is giving us a clarity as to why the Upanishads have to be studied for moksha. Same time, he is bringing to us the authorities of other Shastras. Essence of them he is putting us, making us feel, of course, Satyam. Did you study Vishnu Purana? Yeah. Pura? Yeah. But every shloka? No. Essence we studied. That's a great satisfaction. Today we will be continuing to see what is given in the Linga Purana. Yesterday we started, and each shloka you can see in the minimum words, in the Puranic style of simplicity, the highest profound truths are revealed. If only we have our inner personality properly gathered and applied, we get the gems only, the best of the things only. We are slowly, while doing one by one text, also are preparing ourselves, qualifying ourselves. What we studied 4 years back, the text. At that time, everything is vague, superficial. Same text, if we study now, the understanding will be very detailed and deep. The 4 years of this tapasya has equipped us for us. As for that. Continue it. More and more, depth and detail, clarity comes. Without clarity, what sadhana will do, Bata? Even now, full clarity has not come. Therefore, the wholehearted sadhakatva, sadhana doing one, not fully blossomedly expressing through us, with fragrance of joys of doing all required sadhana. But hoega ho. Just like not the bud doesn't blossom, it takes its time. So too, we are also khilne wale phool, Hindi wale. खिलेंगे लगातार लगे रहे तो to that flower when the watering etc. is not done, then that bud halfway only it perishes without blossoming. So too, if we discontinue, then our blossoming also stops halfway. Obvious, there's nothing sentimental about it. So let us enjoy today also all our 10 classes throughout the day on 10 texts, 9 rather. To begin with, the first one, this Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Then we are starting the Kaivalya Pada in our Patanjali Yoga Darshana. Then here Mandukya Upanishad. Beautiful discussion is going on regarding how different philosophers do different kalpanas on Paramatma and take those philosophies of themselves as ultimate and falter. That is going on. Then Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, Daivi Sampada, Asuri Sampada. Then we have Valmiki Ramayanam, beautifully the Rajaniti Dharmas. Secrets of successful administration. Powerful, wonderful. Then we have the Prashna Upanishad. Third Prashna. See how this prana born, how it enters, how it gets divided, how it takes care of the Sharira Adi. Ovala topic. Sixth one. Then the seventh one, we have our evening Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana Shastra. Then the eighth one, we have new text to start today. Is called as Atma Upasana. The fourth text of Adi Shankara's literature. Already 3 we have done. Advaita Anubhuti is over, and Atma Shri Vigaranam is over, Atma Shatkam is over. Today is Para Puja or Atma Puja. 3 days it will take. Then I think in the sequence, what next comes is one more small text, then Atma Bodha comes. This is the 8th one we are doing. Then the 9th one is Tripura Rasya Parayanam. 10th one is so joyful it is to study Skanda Purana in Hindi without any tension of explanation. Bas sunte jao. Easy vana bhasha hai na. So this way, let us spend today's day also, like every day, in doing our best, in involving in Paramatma through all these efforts, along with other sadhanas. And all these investments, whether we do it out of our own aggressive conviction, whether we do it out of obligation, whether we do it out of faith in the teacher, whatever the way, but the doing it should be so best that for the future we are investing so much in the present. None of these things go waste. Your each class attending, each sentence heard, each chanting done together is going to reward immensely. अब देखो ये नहीं करे तो करो क्या फिर, सेम संसार. Isn't it? That's how the physical, mental, intellectual lethargy से बाहर आकर, main is intellectual lethargy. Added to it is the soft arrogance, which says कोई जरूरत नहीं है क्लासेस का, सत्संग का, बस चल रहा है जिंदगी चलेगा. But such a delusion, see, what for the life is to be lived, what the goal has to be achieved. कोई सोचेगा नहीं क्या? Why don't you think? No, you don't need to tell me, and I don't want to know, and I don't know. First, let me live every day as I live. That's it. Don't expect any addition, changes, improvements, alterations in me. A soft ego, isn't it? That's enough for not allowing us to go on spiritual path and sheerly, merely waste the life only in the gross things. Isn't it? थोड़ा सा हमको उस ego से बाहर आना है, इन लेथार्जी से बाहर आना है. Then we have to make our own path. We have to walk in our own path. Our journey is like the Vanaras, राम जी खुद ही बना रहे रोड पार करके समुद्र जा रहे वहां सीता जी के खोज में. हमें भी अपना रास्ता बनाते हुए, नापते हुए, we have to reach the other side. We have to check ourselves this thing which nobody questions us. Why delay in it? Why laziness in it? Why negligence about this aspect of what should be the goal, how I have to reach? Sensitivities. Nobody can force us. Nobody dare can. Even Bhagavan says, तुमको freedom दिया? No, I will not do gustaki. That is the freedom which is destroying us. That's the freedom which is destroying us. Because we don't know how to use that freedom correctly. Right? Now we will study our beautiful Linga Purana quotations. Continuation. Then Parashara Samhita also. Before that, our Sankalpa and our Prarthanas are there to be done. So, सबसे पहले, like every day, few thoughts for our general opening up of the intellect. जो इतने ताला लगे रहते हैं उसको बंद बंद बंद, one by one knot has to be opened. Today, some things we try to see, which are familiar, seen, but once more reminder. 1, 2, 3 or 4, whatever, I don't know. Whatever God gives. First one is this key. Just like in any of the endeavor, any of the travel, okay? As a living being, when we do, all these three troubles, problems, obstacles come. One, from behind, something pulls us back. 2, from within, something pulls us down. 3, from the opposite direction, tries to stop something else. Something or the other tries to stop us or push us back. हिंदी में कहे तो पीछे से कुछ न कुछ खींचेगा, नीचे से कुछ न कुछ खींचेगा, आगे से कुछ न कुछ धक्का देगा या जाने नहीं देगा. Whether we know it or not, like when I am driving a two-wheeler, something from behind also pulls me back. The earth down also pulls me down. Then the opposite winds, opposite other things, including vehicles that are coming, they hinder my movement ahead. Isn't it? Even if a tree has to grow, the tree will have the outer obstacles, the inner limitations, and within the earth, the obstacles. So many कीड़े मकोड़े उस roots को खाने के लिए कोशिश करते हैं. The tree has to protect itself from it. And within the seed of that tree or that plant, it has its own inner weaknesses or lacuna, like we do have. In the same way, they have finally the outer things. Not that every time everything is conducive to the tree to grow. है ना, पानी कम होता, हवा ज्यादा होता, गर्मी ज्यादा होता. But the tree has to survive itself, sustain itself, stay on its goal of है ना, growing, yielding fruits, flowers, whatever. उसी में उसका fulfillment है. In the same way as you and I are in life in general, particularly when we are in spiritual sadhana, there will be pullings back from our own limitations of upadhis. They will pull us back. They will be also the pulling us down, नीचे खींचने वाले, the inner variety of non-positive thoughts. And then from the outer world, samashti semi, there is always blockades for us. We cannot avoid them. Be prepared. No journey is smoother, especially the spiritual one. So whenever such things come, let us demoralized. Let us accept it. It is the way. Instead of seeing such pushes and pulls and getting demoralized, let me look at the profoundness of the goal or the glory of the goal. Get inspired from it and let me get up and move ahead. Very, very essential thought. Like हनुमान जी को मैनाक ने पीछे खींचा, है ना, और सुरसा ने आगे से रोका. Then Simhika was pulling down. Isn't it? Lankini to, how can you go without permission? But did he stop? Did he become miserable? You know, what was the strength in him in conquering all the obstacles is his inspiration gained from the goal. Rama Kaju karna hai, karve ko atura. सीता जी का खोज दर्शन करना है, बस that from that the strength came, all these he conquered. So drawing that inspiration from the goal, we should know these are inevitable. The society, the family, the body, the mind, the outer world, the happenings, they will come to everyone. कोई लकी है, कोई कम, बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जिनको एक कम होते हैं obstacles. Unfortunate people have more and more luck and fortune, again depending on what we have done earlier. And if I am today troubled by so many things en route to my sadhana, all are brought by me only. Nobody is the reason. ये तो बात क्लियर हो गई अभी तक. Whether spiritual path or worldly path, whatever is coming to us is done by us only. That is why we have again everything in our hands to change. Even if we need somebody's help, that is because of our goodness. Even if somebody obstacling us, that is again because of our not tuning to them. Okay, so first thing is sustain to all those hiccups, all those pushes and pulls, all those terrible turbulences. Don't leave the path. First one. Second point today. Today all are assorted pakode. एक ही तरह का नहीं होंगे all, but सब मिलकर साधना. Second point is very very essential कि what we get from within our inner personality depends on what we have given it inside. What we give inside alone comes out. Therefore, we have to be absolutely cautious every moment about what we are sending in. If we miss this, we have really allowed a big obstacles to come in our life again and again. Mainly at two levels we can think about. One is bhojana level. What we give inside. That is what makes the body and mind. And that's how the body and mind behave. And that behavior can be an obstacle, liability for our sadhana. It can be an asset also. We can't, as spiritual seekers, neglect anything in our life if we really want to grow quickly with minimum burdens and obstacles. So what I give inside, the quantity of the food and waters, the quality of that food and waters, the frequency of that food and waters, that alone makes my body and the mind. Then we say my body has so many these that. अरे भाई थोड़ा भोजन का ख्याल रखो. स्वामी जी मैं भोजन का ही ख्याल रख रहा हूँ यार, उसका अर्थ ये नहीं है. We have to inevitably change the diet. साधकों को ना पहले आहार शुद्ध हो, सत्व शुद्धि. We take it for granted for many lives कि हम कुछ भी खाएंगे, then फिर भी हमारा जो है तबीयत ठीक होना चाहिए, साधना के लिए सहयोग उपयोग नहीं होता हो. This is important, and to begin with sacrifice. First sacrifice. About bhojan. What we give inside that has that way of effect. A lot of tamogodi khana khaya, full of oil, full of rice, full of sweetness, etc. And dawa karmi. One time eating of that half an hour food, half an hour or 1 hour जितना भी खाते, 5 दिन वो साधना नहीं करने देता. Because that has to get digested and all the inner parts of body, जो भी systems है ना, they get bogged up by this heavy food. And not that we are a Mahayogi, that we are beyond the body. अगर होता तो खाते ही नहीं इतना. The fact that we eat so much proves that we are at the body level. So you can't be, body will not allow us to do sadhana. You can't sit भी नहीं सकते, बैठ भी नहीं सकते एक जगह लगातार. Even if sit, all the vikara of the sharira will pull us towards it. That is why they recommend satvika mita ahara, nyayarjita daivarpita ahara. Satvika mita nyayarjita daivarpita ahara, and 2 times a day max. So only we can come to 1 time a day, another time liquids. ऐसा जैसा आपका बॉडी हेवीनेस स्टिफनेस वगैरह है तो one has to recognize, discover for oneself. So what we give inside not only does help our troubles. 1 month we can try and see only satvika or less. Whole light हो जाता है शरीर. Sharira's lightness is very essential for any endeavors in general, spirituality in particular. नहीं तो बड़ा struggle होगा. We are good, we want to do sadhana, but you are not good enough to clearly prepare yourself. You are doing opposite things. Okay, एक तो ये हो गया what we give inside in the form of food. Idea दे दिया तो बाकी कुछ समझ लेना. Second one is what we give through the other indriyas also. The eyes and the ears and the nose and all that. That alone will make our personality liability or asset for our spiritual journey. दूसरा बात. तीसरा, in the form of thoughts. What we give to ourselves by our conscious and our attempts or inadvertently. लेकिन अनजाने में या जानबूझकर भी क्या वृत्तियां हम अंदर भेज रहे हैं वही आएंगी बाहर. So bhojana, indriyas and mana. What we said inside, that only will come. But I am spiritual seeker, I don't know why spiritual thoughts not coming. You are नाम के वास्ते spiritual. 1 घंटा क्लास में आने से साधक नहीं बनते. बोलने वालों को भी सुनने वालों को दोनों भी. ये सब तो नाटक है, टाइम पास है बस. फजूल की बातें सब डेली करते हैं. स्वामी मैं भी वही सोच रहा है. ऐसे नहीं होगा. मैं भी कल से क्लास नहीं लूंगा. सिर्फ क्लास में आज ही लेता हूं. कल क्लास नहीं होगा क्योंकि क्लास कल हो ही नहीं सकता. वो आज ही होएगा, कल भी. what we give inside, that alone comes out. We have to be very careful. Even quantity of water. जो जब ज़्यादा पी लिया, then it leads to, the unnecessary wastage of time. कम पिया तो भी फिर that leads to other problem. We should know that. This sensitivity is called sadhana. ऐसे थोड़ी बनते नहीं तो योगी एंड ज्ञानी एंड सिद्ध पुरुष, है ना? Just like a high level doctor or lawyer or civil servant, just like that बनते हैं क्या वो लोग? The tapasya behind, the tyaga behind, the parishrama behind, you go and see. Just like कोई ऐसे president, prime minister नहीं बनते. जन्म 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 पीछे होता है. Second one is this one. Third one is what? Whenever any these type of obstacles or unexpected dukkhas come in our life, from the things, from situations, or at the body level in the form of diseases, etc., 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 ना, जितना हो सके उतना उनको साक्षी भाव से गुजरने देना, ज्यादा वरी नहीं करना. Third point. By maintaining Sakshi Bhava, you understand Sakshi Bhava? Let them come and go. Don't salute them much. Don't attend them much. Good as well as bad. Keeps on happening in life. The road I sadhana ke class aana jata hu, morning my wife scolded me. Does she scold only today? No, every day there. आज ज्यादा किया उन्होंने तो फिर ज्यादा माफ करो उनको. This is important to us because everything we can't have ability to either tackle or bear that burden. ऐसा कुछ भाव लाकर अपने अंदर ना, उससे ज्यादा हमारे साधना में डेंट नहीं होने देना. Because that has a tendency of emotionally weakening us. Things which happen because of people, because of other situation, कुछ भी हो, बिजनेस में लॉस होगा, है कि नहीं? और somebody will be, कुछ हो गया किसी को whom you love the most, anything can happen, or people revolt against us, or the bodily pains, etc. तो एक तरह की गंभीरता से, अच्छा, this is what it is. People have left us, they have cheated us. You have to be sakshi. You can't worry. आप लोग कोई आते हो क्लास नहीं आते हो, no, I can't worry for all that. I can't do my sadhana. This is the nature. It has 1,000 reasons, and the best reason is what I said yesterday in the status WhatsApp. Anything is happening is the best thing because it is done by God. God doesn't know to do anything other than best. So in what way it is best? Knowing is our genius. Nothing happens in this world at individual or total level for the destruction. Remember that. What I do can be good or bad, depending on my intelligence or way of coping. What happens cannot be good or bad. It is good only. It cannot be bad. Never. Why? It is done by the totality, the Lord. He can never does bad anything. Even if it's a bhukampa, tsunami, cyclone, our superficial eyes talk about Bhagavan ne aisa tabahi kar di. But it is also for the total good. Because it is done by the God. In what way it is good? That discovery is our genius. In totality we may not do it, at least in our own life. मुझे ये दुख हुआ, ये सदमा हुआ, ये हुआ, वो हुआ, तो उसमें विषाद नहीं पाना हमको. It is given to me by Lord. Lord never gives anything negative. Therefore, what is positive in it? That genius, if you can develop, then we don't get disturbed by the things which happen in our life. That is endless. Then. Nobody is spared. Great Mahatmas, avatars, हर जगह टेंशन होता ही रहता है. श्री राम केस देखो, He loved Kaikeyi Mata more than his own mother Kaushalya. But it's because of her only. She has to leave the comforts of Rajyam, go to that risky jungle for so many years. Not 1 day, not 2 days. No shelter, no protection. कभी भी कहीं से कुछ भी आतंकी हमले हो सकते हैं in the form of Rakshasas or any animals. Third point is this one. First one is the pulls from behind, the pushes from ahead, pulling down from within. It is natural, inevitable. Second is what we give, that alone comes out. Third one is when such situations come, be a Sakshi to minimize their effects. Sakshi is not irresponsible, non-active, etc. Sakshi means जितना चाहे उतना करके जो हमारे हाथ में नहीं है बस देखो उसको. Third one. Fourth point is little different. We may be listening it very less times, but important. What is it is? Ki when we are in the Prakriti, negotiating through the Prakriti, to be blessed by the Prakriti, be attentive. Two things we have to learn. Let us not fight with the Prakriti, whose power is millions of times more than us. The only thing is tuning with the Prakriti. The tuning with the Prakriti is the conquering of Prakriti, not revolting or fighting. You can't. Now, what are the rules, laws, regulations of the Prakriti? सुनकर हम उनको जानकर, if we can abide by them, then the Prakriti will not become obstacle or problem. ये चौथा important point. Prakriti is an obstacle for sadhana, no doubt. But in conquering that Prakriti, it is not take it as an enemy. Don't take it as a, to try to fight with it and उसको खत्म करूँगा, conquer करूँगा. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Like the examples, how do you, Prakriti is what? Electricity, let us say. How do you conquer the electricity? By obeying its laws. नहीं इलेक्ट्रिक में पकड़ूंगा, जेब में डालूंगा, वो ये करूँ, शॉक लगेगा, मर जाओगे तुम. है ना? The Prakriti is nature. The gravitational pull, let us say, example. No, that's a Prakriti, it's very powerful. Let me see that I will conquer it करके 10वां फ्लोर से जंप करें तो मरेंगे. But on the other hand, if you make a lift or stairs, slowly you can climb up against the pull of the earth or the entire aeronautical engineering. With that science technology, in that the laws of the pulling of the earth are obeyed. Therefore, the earth says, चल जा, कोई नहीं, मेरा असर तुम्हारे ऊपर नहीं होगा, उड़ा. Everywhere we have to be careful there. लड़ो मत प्रकृति से. Again coming to the same thing. The Prakriti is our own Sharira. It's a matter of Prakriti nature. So it gets tired. When it gets tired, now we have to give it due respect and rest. By giving the rest, you have to respect. We always say to avoid the laziness, but we should know the difference between laziness and rest. Rest is necessary, laziness is not correct. And if you don't give it that rest, then body will not recoup in its energies to help us, to support us. Then slowly the pressure builds up, mounts up, which will revolt in such a manner that the blow will be very big. That's what Bhagavan says in our 16th chapter. Karshayantah sharirastham bhutagramam acetasaha mam chaiva anta sharirastham tan vidhi asura nishchaya. In the same way, the Prakriti of the mind. It's in all, again, like the body's laziness, the mind का भी laziness होता है, माइंड का भी डिस्ट्रैक्शन होता है. उसको ऑब्जर्व करो, अरे इसका ये नेचर है, तो क्या करने से ठीक होगा, उसके ऊपर फोकस. Neither totally go according to the prakriti, nor revolt and fight against. On the other hand, in what way we do, by which that becomes less problematic. उस पे focus. Like the present Indian government's international diplomacy with all countries. That by doing which I will not have problems with that nation or other nations, and mainly my nation. I am ready with all my logics. Perfect. Isn't it? We are called, we go to G7. सबसे मिलेंगे हम. And then we are careful उस treaty पे साइन करना नहीं करना. In the interest of our country. And just because some group has formed and they called me, doesn't mean that whatever they say is right and I have to sign. ऐसा नहीं होता. See that in the Ukraine Pact, India has not signed. They support Ukraine so that they fight against Russia. They can't compel, no? Because we have good friendship with Russia. It's the only country which is wholeheartedly supports us. Pakistan is selfish. And we get lot of things from Russia, the oil and all the fighter things, all the army related, defense related. So this fourth point is what? Lado mat prakriti se. Obey the rules and regulations. थक गए थोड़ा सो जाओ. भूख लगा तो थोड़ा खा लो. ज्यादा भूखे रहे तो एनर्जीज चले जाएंगे. Isn't it? Mind says, I'm tired. थोड़ा रेस्ट दो मुझे. ठीक है वो मना. Give it some healthy entertainment. Nothing wrong. A bhajana, a kirtana. Go to the nature and see. These are allowed. Not the unhealthy entertainments of bhoga. With that creates vasanas. उसमें हमको careful होना. Fourth point. Fifth, now the time हो गया फटाफट बोलता. Fifth one is what? Always be in the thought that whatever is drama happening because of me, around me, outside, none of these belong to me, nor I am anything there. I am somebody other than all this. This thought has to be maintained. Fifth point. थोड़ा मुश्किल है लेकिन जरूरत है. Actually, this is the starting point of spiritual sadhana. I am somebody other than all. Like अभी सत्संग दे रहा हूँ मैं. तो here as an acharya or a speaker I am doing. After that something I do. Things also happen. So what the world is seeing, there is some reality beyond that. What I am expressing continuously, there is something beyond this. This is the then of all the Shastra then. शास्त्र पढ़ने का क्या लाभ है? यही तो है. Always maintain this thought that I am somebody other than what is happening. Then the world also something other than what is seen. Then what is that something other than the world? And what is that something other than what I am now? The real me. To know that, therefore, the sixth point is always ponder or revel in the Upanishadic Mahavakyas, the Tattva Sambandhi Vishayas, the mantras. So there are thousands of mantras. Thousand you need not know. 5-6 हमारे हाथ में है. उसके हिसाब से then what is that something that contemplation should go on? What is that beyond the world, behind me? Behind the world or beyond the Panchakoshas? देखो yesterday's Atma-Shatkam shlokas has 6 ही. What he started and what the topic in between developed and how he concluded. Bhagavan Shankara Bhagavan capsule के रूप में the entire Vedanta he has given up. What I am, what I act to be. Naham deho nendriyanyantarangaha. See, the prano, na buddhi, all that it started, and in between he gave us, with the help of the Gita, Vachitta, Madhva, Pranaha, and other the Upanishadic questions of what is my essential nature, and then why I take myself to be these upadhis. उसका कारण बताया, solution भी बताया. Then finally when that solution applied, the experience comes. What is the experience? What is said again in the first sloka? Naham deho nendriyani. Then who are you? I am pratyagatma nityaha shuddha asmi. I am the pure self. Sakshi nityaha pratyagatma shivoham. Again with that only the last sloka concludes. So he proposed the topic, he developed the topic, he explained the topic, he concluded it. तो ऐसे छोटे छोटे ग्रंथ भी काफी है हमको. उधर एक बाइट करो, that is enough for the contemplation. So the two thoughts, the thought 5, thought 6. I am something other and what something I am, दोनों का विचार चलते रहना चाहिए. 5 मिनट, 3 मिनट, 2 मिनट ऐसे निकाल कर. That habit we have to. What we do, ऐसा कुछ होगा, कुछ करेंगे, जब लगे रहेंगे गौतम बुद्ध भगवान की तरह पेड़ के ऊपर या नीचे. For a change, पेड़ के ऊपर, because उन्होंने नीचे बैठा तो ऊपर बैठ. ऐसा नहीं होता हो कि something drastic changes will happen, then I'll start floating in the air. As the tree grows and gives the fruits, flowers, इत्मीनान से, as you call in Hindi or Urdu, आराम से वो अपना काम करते हुए. Spiritual unfoldment is not a sudden drastic change. It is a conscious, carefully attempt and the attempted result. Because of attempt, the result. So in that way, I am saying 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. एक श्लोक याद किया, उसका वर्णन किया, बस. In this way, the frequency should be increased. By that, more and more, the time is spent, thoughts are entertained about the self. This is what empowers and strengthens us in the knowledge about what we are not. After this is done for quite amount of time, maybe 10 years, 20 years, sometimes some lives, then the poise comes in us with the data complete, using which you go for our deep contemplations. Those contemplations, slowly, when they deepen, they will give us the touch of that inner core personality, the self. 6th point. 7th and not least is, in and through all these efforts we are putting, never ever forget to invoke the Krupa of Bhagavan and Guru. Bhagavan and Guru. After realizing the Brahman, there is no Bhagavan, no Guru, I am only everything. But for realizing Brahman, it is Bhagavan and Guru's Krupa only helps us. Therefore, every time, again and again, an application, hey Bhagavan, remove these obstacles in my spiritual path. Hey Bhagavan, give me this power. Memory power दे दो, संस्कृत ज्ञान का पावर दे दो, शास्त्र समझने का शक्ति दे दो, है ना, ध्यान में बैठने का शक्ति दे दो. Keep on asking the Lord and the Guru. Tell the problem also. Ask for the favors also, spiritual favors. Extend gratitude also. देखो आज क्लास हो गया, भगवान थैंक यू. शाम को भी ऐसी अच्छी तरह क्लास हो रहे तो ब्लेस करो. That infinite powerful Lord is there like we are as Jiva. Like in an office, no, governmental. We are only mere applicants. So apply करके big month. But there is somebody is a sanctioning authority or not. The one who scrutinizes all the thing cases. And एक दस्तखत या साइन ऐसा कर देंगे, the file moves. Just like in our today works, there are some authorities who make the things happen. So too, there is a Lord, the final authority, who has power to make the things happen. When we apply, He will reply and supply. We have to comply with whatever the things He tells us to do. एप्लीकेशन भर के दो, फिर अपने अंगूठा छाप दे दो या साइन करो. Then that will be, चलो we are sending people for scrutiny for that proof etc. सब हो गया तो sanction हो जाता. Sanctioning authority is there. Same way, the Lord, the Guru has to be remembered, to be prayed. In the chakra of the prayer to the God, don't forget what we have to do. In the chakra of doing what we have to do, don't forget the grace of God. In the chakra of the worldliness, don't forget these two. But in the chakra of these two, transcend the worldliness. Knowing and doing what we have to do, praying. In two much is seventh one it is. 7 thoughts today, very precious. Huh? But each one of them again can be extended, elaborated in big way. But we have just given some summary. All the understanding put together is understanding. All the understanding putting in practice is the practice or sadhana. That alone gives us slowly the siddhi. Siddhi of withdrawal from the world, siddhi of the world gone away from us, siddhi of focus on the Lord, siddhi of recognizing the Lord, siddhi of establishing in the Lord or divinity. May we all have complete, clear, unambiguous understanding of all these salient things. May we be equipped to do the sadhana in the best way it has to be done. Hey Bhagavan, hey Guru, please protect us, please put us. As you are already doing it, we are becoming aware. You may do it more intensely. And I will also be committed from my side to recognize your blessings. Make right use of them. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैर्मे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्यातः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम निधये सर्वभवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ओम विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधाजलधे महितोपनिषत्कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यविमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरो उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां मोक्षमार्गाणां भक्तिज्ञानवेदान्तादि प्रक्रियाणां योगादीनां गुरुशिष्य भक्त परंपराणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुनोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरो उपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अभयं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम् अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः ओम सहनावतु सहनौ पुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ओम अथ सम्बन्ध भाष्यं लिंगे लिंगपुराणे Okay, Brihadaranyaka, Chandogya, Mandukya. All of them are quoted in one shloka only. by the Purana Rishi. That is quoted here by Adi Shankara Bhagwan. लिंग पुराण की बात है, उसके लिए अथॉरिटी उपनिषद है, और लकीली वो वाला निकाल के भगवान आदि शंकर कोटिंग. इसमें भी तीन बातें हो गई. पुराना कोटेशन हो गया एक, दूसरा उपनिषद itself it is, third is the main topic what we are discussing related to that. बढ़िया सा listen carefully. एकम नास्त्यथमर्त्यं च, एकम only one without second परमात्मा, and that परमात्मा is not मर्त्यम, it is अमृत स्वरूप, उसमें मृति नहीं है. कुतो मृत समुद्भवः, then where is the possibility of the death? Why are you worried about it? So murti nahi hai. Before that, all the modifications nahi hai. Before that, all the janmas, all other things, janmadi also are not there. In short, the miseries and fears come because of whatever the vikaras, they are not there in that Paramatma. Be that Paramatma, be relaxed. Don't be worried. Other than Paramatma, कोई है ही नहीं. Don't give value to it. This is what ekam nasti atha martyam cha. Neither ekam, in the ek Paramatma, which is not the martya swarupa, it is amrita. Kuto mrita samudbhava. How can you talk about your possibility of death? Isn't it? That's what, if you remember, 2 years back, they start going to talk every week, at least once. That nobody can have the memory of death, that I died in the past. Isn't it? And it is illogical also. If I have died in the past, I should not be there now in the present. मैं हूं का अर्थ ही मैं कभी मरा नहीं. Then what is the abhinivesha of the yoga? The fifth klesha. Avidya, asmita, ragatve, abhinivesha. There the abhinivesha, bhaya means of the mrityu means the detachment from the body and its comforts and the fear कि क्या दूसरा शरीर मिलेगा, वो भय. सूक्ष्मता से वो भय होता है. समझ गए ना? Otherwise, heart in heart, all of us know that we don't die. The language also like that. Mar gaya. Gaya kahin. Dead and gone. In every other mother tongue also. Like तेरे बच्चा नहीं पोयाड. पोयाड मतलब कहीं है, इधर नहीं है और कहीं है. इसमें नहीं है और कहीं है. But the uncertainty of which is that gives that fear and all. So to the feeling of the discomfort, living these comforts here. Most biggest problem is we make a comfort zone around us. Just like we don't want to come out of it while living in everyday life, so too at the time of death, that leaving that comfort zone, that gives the dukkha or fear. And also about uncertainty. इसलिए दुख होता है, भय होता है. Not that भय कि मैं रहूंगा ही नहीं. अब देखो रहेंगे नहीं तो प्रॉब्लम ही खत्म ना फिर. Why are you worried? This is called moha. I know I will be. Because if I know that I will not be, then why are you worried? I am not worried. So I know I will be, but in what way I will be, I don't know, therefore I am worried. And all that worries to Chiva who's with the upadhis. The real self, it was eternally there in the past, present, future. उसका मृत्यु ही नहीं है, तो डर किस बात का? Entertain this thought. I am the cell which never dies. Let it be stronger. The bodies, they were eternally dying every moment. That is its nature. Accept it. Can the fear of death touch us? Now see the relief, how much we get it. Relaxation. और एक और चीज ऐड करो, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द प्रारब्ध, द वे द बॉडी हैज टू गो, इट विल गो. ऊपर से नीचे गिरोगे, लिफ्ट में रहेंगे या बाथरूम में मरेंगे या फिसल कर होगा या हेलीकॉप्टर में देखो nowadays big president, vice president, somewhere in the सुनसान इलाके में they are falling and dying. एक एक दिन लग रहा है उनको ढूंढने में ताकि बच न पाए. And after they die only, the people recognize that aircraft or whatever. See that yesterday the other one discovered. After 84 years, the plane which was shot by the Russia, 84 years back, exactly June 14. आप उसको रिकॉग्नाइज की तो जानना नहीं चाहिए. That thing little, if you had, कैसा होगा, don't worry. But otherwise, I am always eternally there. Now, we have seen yesterday the quote from Mandukya, Nanta pragnam, na bahihi pragnam, na cha ubhayata evacha, na prajnanaganatu evam, na prajnaha, na aprajna eva saha. All which can be conceived through intellect, in that this pure Paramatma does not fall. So the anta prajna रूपी स्वप्न पुरुष भगवान नहीं है, बहिष प्रज्ञा रूपी जागृत पुरुष भगवान नहीं है, उभयत प्रज्ञा रूपी बीच में लटकने वाला इमेजिनरी फेलो जो कुछ करता ही नहीं, वो भगवान नहीं है. देन द घन प्रज्ञा, द सुषुप्ति कहते हैं उसको, भगवान इज नॉट दैट आल्सो. न प्रज्ञम, भगवान इज नॉट द वन हु साइमल्टेनियसली नोज ऑल द थिंग्स. न अप्रज्ञम, therefore he is not, finally he is not the aprajna, the jada also. So therefore what it is pure consciousness which has not become any of these three things, all these things, because of the avidya as well as the upadhi. आत्मा ही अविद्या और उपाधि के कारण जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति इत्यादि पुरुष के रूप में दिखता है. भगवान वो कहीं कुछ भी नहीं है उसमें से. But there in that Mandukya, after rejecting our identity of all this, what we are, that also told. In that also, adrushtam avyāryam agrahyam alakshanam achintyam abhyapadesham. Ekatma pratyasaram. What a powerful thought it is. Prapanchopashamam shantam shivam advaitam. On these karikas जो कार्यकार ने इतना मेहनत करके तगड़ा दिए, we have gone through it. We have spent good time. फिर से एक बार पढ़ेंगे कभी हिंदी में. Mandukya can be studied in all three languages. All our Rubugitas or all our Tripura Rahasyams, Yoga Vasishtams, they all are based on Mandukya height only. Mandukya thoroughly पढ़े. Again, don't study Mandukya at our level. Study Mandukya at Mandukya level. Therefore, the teacher also should be very deep in the understanding. और 6-7 बार पढ़ेंगे तो और थोड़ा आइडिया आएगा स्पीकर को. So I am not taking your time to explain what is said by the Upanishad Mandukya after rejecting in the Paramatma all these identities. If I take again, it will be a 2 days class. But the self is something which is none of all this. It supports all of them, but it is none of all of them. And why? Because they are all coming and going. And these coming and going have to be supported by someone who is neither coming nor going, yet he is through all of them. Then comes the thought, if he is neither coming nor going, and if he is in and through all of them, and they are coming and going, all of that put together leads to only two understandings. One is, he alone is ultimate reality. Anything other than him is only superimposed on him, projected. And that projected, rejected has nothing to be done, just drop it. But you are holding it, you are not dropping. Therefore, hold the reality or know the reality, then you will be it is easy for you to drop the projected. That's why focus on reality. Reality को जानते रहने से और then real, like when you know the rope, it is easy to drop the snake. If I tell you drop the snake, तो कैसा छोड़ो वो तुम्हें गले में पड़ा है, नहीं छोड़ सकते. Know the rope then, बोलने की बात ही नहीं, मैं नहीं छोड़ दिया, चला गया मैं. अब पता लगाया, टच किया ना, now it is rope, you know, where is your snake now? Snake. Then Sharpakti, Swamiji, that. But before that, no, सांप वो मेरे को मारेगा डसेगा बाबा, पता नहीं मैंने कभी दूसरे जन्म में सांप को मारा होगा. कहते हैं कि the snakes have that revenging thing and all that. नहीं रे बाबा, it is a rope only. No, don't make me Shankar, मेरे गले में बढ़ना. But somehow करके ले गए वहाँ टच कराया. He knows it is rope. Now बताओ, where is your snake? Here is the fear of snake. So too, when you know the self, where is the Jagat? Where are the things and beings around? Where is the attraction from them? Where is our lobha, greed, sukha, krodha for them? Raga, dvesha for them? Like when you wake up from the dream. Where is the dream girl of the dream? Where are we? मेरा प्रेम पत्र पढ़कर नाराज हो ना कि तुम मेरी जिंदगी हो. उठने के बाद फूल तुम्हें भेजा है, खत में फूल नहीं मेरा दिल है. कहाँ है वो सारे? You understood? In the dream that is understood. The old days, writing the patra, prema patra, and waiting for the prema patra. More than that, he wait for the postman. He gives to everybody, not to this. अभी गया कुछ लेटर और कुछ, जो ना, when you wake up from the dream, where are all? So too, when we wake up to the truth, all that. And that relief, that joy, when you wake up, comes from the total turbulences of the dream. So beautiful, no? It's like landing the flight also. When a lot of turbulence the flight because of atmospheric pressures and clouds and rains. Land on what you can see them relaxed. So to the train, cut. जब जाकर रुकते आया वो स्टेशन में जहाँ उतर जाते हैं, relax. So too when you are in car, scooter coming from station to home, घर आ गए तो relax. So too घर में भी इधर उधर भटकते हुए, go and sit in the sofa, you are relaxed. In the same way, when we relax in the inner self, all tensions go. Till that you can't avoid tension, because not being in the inner self is the basis of all the tensions. Whether we like it or not, whether we know it or not, whether we accept it or not, whether we want it or not, whether we do it or not, nobody cares. This is a fact. हो गया? न प्रज्ञान तु एवं न प्रज्ञा अप्रज्ञ एव सः. Okay. Now listen, few thoughts today. विदिते नास्ति वेद्यं च निर्वाणं परमार्थतः. This much. Let us ponder over this now. Vidite. When the self is known, nasti vedyam cha. Two things. There is nothing other than the self is existing for it to be known. Therefore, vedya vastu is not there. When the self is not known, then the vedya vastu, the not self appears to be the vedya vastu, the object of knowledge. The moment we have the knowledge of it, we cannot stop but create the sankalpa vikalpa, the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, samsara to it. Whereas, when the self is known, everything being the self, nothing remains other than the self to be known, followed by samsara. लेकिन जब हम कुछ चीज को देखते हैं तभी उसके बाद संसार, like in dream and waking plane. Something other than me is seen, therefore the likes, dislikes, samsara. In sleep, there is nothing other than me, therefore there is no samsara in the dream sleep. But of course in sleep, I am not aware of myself also. In the Atma Jnana Sthiti, vidite, vedyam nasti. There is nothing other than me to be known, later on creating samsara. Badi I thought. Second meaning is what? Vidite vedyam nasti means when you know the self, there, the knower-known relation is not there. There is no knower-known vyapara. So then what do you call it as then? It is neither knowing nor knower. It is just being. Even the ing also is dropped, just be. That's it. Vidite nasti vedya means in the ultimate state, it is just be. If you can catch it, little tough, but just be what you are. Whole figure is nothing but only this. Be what you are, that's it. Don't become somebody else. Just being is realization. Becoming is samsara. Vidite nasti vedyam cha, then nirvana paramartataha. The absolute truth is nirvana. In the sense, you can't talk about it. In any way, if you talk, in the talk there is some limitation. Just to be. A guru will talk to convey to us. You cannot avoid. Shruti Mata will talk. But for us, being established, like government, कुछ भी बोलती है तो opposition वाले कुछ ना कुछ उसमें गलतियां देखेंगे. नहीं बोलने का भाई प्रॉब्लम है. They are so much रोते हैं अभी. Why the PM is not talking about Manipur? He is never talking. He lost badly the entire election. Then आरे सीट्स चले गए. कुछ भी मिला नहीं वहाँ. But he doesn't talk. अब इनको खुद लगे. And anything else he talks, then they will find the fault. What a pathetic way this opposition dushtas are. दुर्योधन दुशासन कर्ण शकुनी की तरह तैयार करके रखे. अभी 3 दिन में सेशन शुरू 26 तारीख से. In the same way, Guru will talk, Shruti will talk to communicate to us. Have you heard that? Through the deep meditation, when you go to the experience only is there. That experience is nirvana. That's paramartata. You can't talk it as in the language of knower known also. Just like yesterday we said, quoting Kena Upanishad so exhaustively. Nahamanye suvedeti nona vedeti vedacha. Evening class. So here it says vidite vedyan nasti nirvana paramartata. हो गया? No. अज्ञान तिमिरात सर्वम नात्र कार्या विचारणा. It is because of the अज्ञान तिमिरा. तिमिरा means अंधकार. अज्ञान के अंधकार के कारण ही तिमिरात सर्वम. Anything other than the self is imagined. So the next line again is having 2 ways to understand. Natra karya vicharana. Natra karya vicharana means what? Do the vicharana about the self and reach out. Don't worry about the projected world. That's the meaning of Natra vicharana karya. Other means what? In this knowledge of self alone is real, when you know that, you will be one with it. There is nothing about other than it, even in the relation of knower known. About this topic, never have a doubt. That is the meaning of the sentence, Natra karya vicharana. Like when the doctor gives a medicine, then patient hesitating, डॉक्टर साहब इससे तुम्हारी बीमारी ठीक होगी क्या? मेरा दर्द दूर हो जाएगा क्या? He'll ask. What the doctor says is, just you forget, don't question about it, don't think. You take it, you'll be okay. All that put together is Natra karya vicharana. Natra karya vicharana मतलब don't even doubt it. विचारणा भी करने की जरूरत नहीं, उसको उतना करेक्ट है. अत्र विचारणा न कार्य. इस बात को ऐसा फिजिकली यू कैन टेक that you don't even to think about it. Like in any shops you go, if you give freedom to that person and by default or fortune, the shopkeeper is a good, honest person. He will give you the best thing. Then again ask him, क्या ये बढ़िया है क्या? सब आप सोचो ही मत बोलते. विचारणा न कार्य. आप सोचो मत, ले जाओ घर, आप देखो आपके घर के आप सब खुश हो जाएंगे. मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, they are very intelligent होते हैं shopkeepers. कोई भी हो, no human being is not intelligent. There is only question of opportunity to express or not. Okay, anyway, that's not our topic. Our topic is vicharana na karya atra. You need not have any doubt about it. That when you know the self, self alone is there. There is nothing other than it. There is no question of known difference also. This is one meaning of vicharanatana karya. Another meaning of vicharanatana karya means let your vicharana be recognizing the self. Oh, don't worry too much about the anatma. Because the vicharana itself gives the reality to the anatma. Don't do vicharana. Like you think about a snake continuously, there snake realize a bhavana. उसका विचारणा नहीं करना. You do the vicharana of the rope. When you know the rope, snake is not at all there for you to think. So, total thought is vidite nasti vedyam cha nirvanam paramarthatah ajnanate vinat sarvam na atra karya vicharana. It's because of ignorance only, all the multiplicity, ignorance of the self, the real self, self beyond upadhis. When that self beyond upadhis is realized, the entire whole thing which is born out of ajnana will dissolve, will dwindle only. It loses its reality. Everywhere what you see is Paramatma only. Rupa Nama will remain as only very superficial things. Sar Naam ke vaste, Vyavahar ke vaste. For us now, Rupa Nama and their modifications are so true, so real, and we are entangled in them, forgetting the reality. The saints and sages are in the experience of the reality. Then talk to them about what about all the multiplicity reality. Aata hai, jata hai. It's all very superficial. We are not interested. हमको यही इंटरेस्ट लगता है, reality नहीं. So we have to shift our attention and importance given to the reality from the unreal. This is the wisdom we have to learn. In our 5-6 years of study of Shastras, हमें जितने भी साल पढ़ेंगे, this one thing should be outcome. Our whole purpose is to search the self. Tatpada parimarganam, gaveshanam. If we are becoming stronger in that, then I am successful in communicating to you, you are also successful in receiving it. After 10 years of our Vedanta study, still if you are worried about my body, my mind, my senses, my wife, my children, outer things, then you have not studied Shastra. शास्त्र अध्ययन तत्व अन्वेषण में लीड करना है. It should take us. Tattva Anveshana should give us Tattva Anubhuti. Then the Mukti from all the Atattva, which was never there. Okay. 2 more shlokas are there of the Mandukya level. With that, this Linga Purana quote is over. Then Parashara Samhita starts. All that is very powerful. Tomorrow we will see it. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsam Brahmanam Namastu. Thank you friends for your cooperation.